Okay, so I've been sitting on my couch for the better part of a week without anything to do, and I have a full sewing room of fabric, but I ordered my notions just this past Friday, and I'm still waiting on all those notions to come in. And with having a full sewing room of fabric, I've actually spent the majority of my channel's budget for this month, for September, but I have $50 left over, so I figured I'm going to go to Joann's and see if I can get enough fabric to make a simple wedding dress for like $50. Hopefully, I don't have to dip into other money. $50 would be good. And I have about an hour and a half until I have to pick up my girls from school. I just have little Mr. Man back there. The girls are at school still, so hopefully I can get in and out of Joann's within an hour. Wish me luck.
Hey guys, welcome back to my sewing room. So in today's pattern drafting tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to make a simple crepe wedding dress sewing pattern out of your bodice blocks. So I went to Joann's and I got some crepe fabric and I got some tulle. I got like 6 yards of crepe and 1 yard of tulle, and I spent like $41. I wish I would have got more crepe, but that's all they had. So I'm going to start with my woven bodice block for the front and my stretch bodice block for the back, and I'm going to go ahead and pin both of those on there. Now I didn't even bother sewing my darts because I know I'm just going to draw my style lines and everything and take it off and cut it out and true it, so there's no need of me wasting any thread sewing some darts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pin it on here. And I'm pinching my darts and just pinning them instead of actually sewing them. Now, initially, I wasn't going to make a pattern making tutorial on this. I was just going to come out with the sew along. But I think people were mad at my last video that I didn't show you guys how I made the pattern. And obviously, for good reason, I explained why I didn't. But I just decided to go ahead and make the pattern making tutorial for this anyway. So now that I have all that pinned, now I'm just taking a pencil and I'm drawing out the neckline. And then I'm also outlining the darts. So for this dress, I decided to do a princess seam, but it's going to be a princess seam that goes to the arm's eye instead of traditionally to the shoulder. And then I'm drawing a boat neck kind of neckline, and then I'm just going to cut it out because I want to see where the fabric starts to loosen up so I can go ahead and tighten that up. I'm going to cut the back as well. I decided to go a little bit lower in the back because I wanted to have like a keyhole detail that closes with buttons. And I think that'll be really nice. And then I'm also going to do a little cap sleeve that's covered in lace as well. I see a lot of those dresses floating around, those crepe dresses that have like the illusion details. So I decided to indulge in them. To create the keyhole detail in the back, I'm going to measure up 4 inches from the bottom, and then I'm going to measure down 2 inches from the top, and then I'm going to cut around in a oval kind of shape. And we're just going to excuse the fact that I look like who did it and what for. It's been a rough week with 2 sick kids, and it's not even wintertime. Why are my kids sick? I don't understand it. I stayed up all night with my oldest last night, so I am feeling it. So I don't want to hear nothing. No excuses. Now, in doing that, that creates a gaping kind of area here. So I'm going to go ahead and pinch that up, and it kind of looks like we're creating a dart here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring y'all in closer so y'all can see. So it looks like we're creating a dart here, but we're actually not. We're just gonna go ahead and close that off, and that area is small enough to where I don't have to actually create a dart in the pattern. I could just eliminate that little bit from the pattern, so that when we go ahead and cut this into the fabric, the actual tool that we're going to use, it is laying flat to the body. And I'm just going to go ahead and match up the side seams and cut that little bit extra off, because we're working with kind of, you know, two different patterns here. And then once again, I'm going to go ahead and pinch in that bust dart once again, because there's a little bit gaping here. You see that? So I'm going to go ahead and remove my pins and smooth all that out back into that dart. And I'm going to pin it. I'm going to interrupt this whole instruction to say, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, why not? We're like halfway through the video and you know you like it, so you should hit that subscribe button anyway and turn on notifications so you can be alerted when I post, which is actually going to be a lot more often. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know you're going to do it anyway, so you might as well do it now. And whatever mess y'all making, y'all gonna clean up. I'm sure you are. I already looked at it out there. I know it's a mess. And needless to say, it took me 2 hours to clean it tonight. So it was a mess. Anyway, to make the cap sleeve, I'm going to go ahead and I took like a random rectangle that I had laying around, and I'm going to pin it around my armhole area. And then you see this extra here that I'm fluffing out. I'm kind of just taking that extra and moving it to where the seam is too, just so I can have it nice and flat, and it creates that top of the sleeve kind of shape. I'm not sure what the technical term for that is. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take that and pin that towards the where the armhole seam would be, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut around that so I have the armhole shape, and then I'm going to pin it back on. I hope that makes sense, y'all. If you watch it, it will make sense. I'm also going to cut out the little shape. So for the shape of the cap sleeve, I'm going a little bit longer where it connects to the seam. And then once we get to like the top of the bicep area, I'm kind of curving in a little bit and then going back out. So it makes that cute little shape like that. And that's what I'm going for my cap sleeve. I decided this is a little bit too simple, so y'all know, in the Amanda fashion, I created a little mesh illusion panel here in the front of the dress to show some cleavage and to add some character to the dress, just because I think that it was actually really simple, even though I'm kind of starting to feel like it's midnight right now. My mind may be a little bit crazy, but I'm regretting this a little bit. We'll see. I haven't cut into the fabric yet. I'm going to cut into the fabric tomorrow. So we'll see how this works out. But I hope it works out good, because I've already transferred everything to paper and everything. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys think I was being a little bit too extra by adding the illusion panel, or if you guys like the idea of having like a mesh kind of front. And I'm doing this like super classy. There's going to be some hand beading on it and everything. It's not going to be like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say anything and upset anybody, so I'm just going to continue on. Okay, now I have these little extra bits here from where I cut out you know, there's always going to be slack when you cut some of the pattern piece away. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin those little darts as well. And notice that I pin them in 3 darts instead of gathering them all into one, because I want to eliminate them without adding additional darts to the pattern. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I took that little piece that we cut off from the front and I cut it out of some tulle, and I'm pinning it back on just to make sure I don't have to take off any more of it, because it obviously stretches and I want it to be snug to the body. So I'm going to go ahead and pin that back on. How was y'all's week? Oh my God, y'all, I've had a week. I mean, my week has been filled with sick children and me trying to get out as many videos as possible. Just because I noticed that YouTube really likes when I put out videos more often, which is a little bit harder, obviously, because my videos require me to make things and not just, do makeup looks or anything like that. I could do in an hour. Like, this actually takes time. Let me know if you guys like me posting more often. I'm trying not to sacrifice the quality of my videos, but I still want to get them out as soon as possible. And I feel like ever since my kids have started school, my little boy, who obviously he's 1, so he doesn't go to school, and he has been a handful since my girls are away at school. So it's been I've been fighting to record with him, and sometimes I just put everything down, turn everything off, and just go sit down, because Lord have mercy, that child. Anyway, so here I am pinching back into my bust dart, making sure that dart is nice and smooth, and I'm also adjusting my shoulder, since we had clipped into, pretty much sliced off half the front of the dress. I wanted to make sure that my darts are still accurate and where they need to be, and making sure that I'm still pulling in enough fabric. So I decided that I think it looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the skirt. And look, when I say handful, this is what I mean. Captain Crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a rectangle of muslin, and I'm going to pin it down the center front seam. I'm sure if you guys have watched any of my other videos, if you guys are OG Mom That Sews, I appreciate you. First off, you guys have seen me do this same draping method over and over and over again for all of my wedding dresses. I do it the same way. This time it's no different. So I'm not going to really explain through it. Y'all can just watch it. Yes, I do the same thing over and over again, because I don't have a skirt block for my size 6. And I have no idea why I haven't made one. You would think I would, but I haven't. So I do it over and over and over again. But you should make a skirt block, just like you should make a bodice block. And Toddler meltdown. She is just so cute. She was mad because she didn't want to share her Play-Doh. Now, what I'm doing different for the back of this dress is I'm pinning it all the way down, flush with the center back seam. So I'm even pinning down the curve of the fullest part of the hips or the butt, whatever you want to call it. I'm pinning down really snug on there. Usually I leave some kind of sitting ease, but the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to do a back godet. Y'all know I love my godets. I think I'm going to do a center back godet. So I want the back pieces to be snug while the godet kind of flares out if that makes sense. Y'all see when I make the video on this dress, which I already have the fabric for. Obviously, I showed the fabric in the beginning of this video, and then I am going to hopefully spend some time tomorrow, which is Friday the 20th. Yes, Friday the 20th, making this dress, and hopefully I can have it done by the 20th or the 21st, and then I can post it on Sunday. Or maybe even earlier. We'll see how that works out, y'all. Like I said, my son has been a little demon child, so it's been really hard to get things done with him, but I'm gonna get him done anyway. And we are done making the pattern. So all you need to do is take your pattern pieces off the dress form, take them over to the ironing table and iron them flat, and then transfer them over to your pattern paper. I like to use tracing paper. I will leave the link to where I get my tracing paper below in the description box. Also, I will also leave all of the fabrics and notions I'm going to use for this dress. Obviously, some fabric I already had in stock, so that's why I only spent $50, but obviously it will cost you more if you don't have anything. So yeah, I'm going to leave everything down below so you can get your supplies on Saturday or Sunday when the next video comes out. You guys can have all your supplies ready and we can go ahead and start sewing. Check out Joann's, y'all. They have lots of coupons going on right now. I want to show you guys a preview of some fabric that I just got in the mail today. This is actually for my little girl's 4th birthday party dress. We're going to do a really pretty high-low kind of ball gown that has pleated tulle all over the skirt, and it's going to ombre from dark purple down to light purple. It's going to be so cute. And I'm also using this taffeta for the base and then some stretch charmeuse for the lining. If you guys want to see how I make this dress, let me know down in the comment section and I will go ahead and record a tutorial for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and watch some of these other videos, and I'll see you in my next one.